What's up? It's me, Brandon Green, owner of Gold Element Autoworks. I have my vintage Gold Element Autoworks t-shirt on. It's the first one I ever had made. It's crazy. Listen, I am working on a 2005 SL 500 from Virginia. This one just came in yesterday. I just got finished with a 2003 SL 500 that came from Florida. Just got finished doing a coilover conversion on that. And before that, I had one from Atlanta, Georgia that came in here to Cincinnati, Ohio. And guess what? In like a week or so, I have another one coming from College Park, Georgia. So these cars are coming in. I am very busy. Gold Element Autoworks has never been this busy doing coilover conversions. This is insane. So yeah, these Silvers Neomax, adjustable coilovers. These are what I'm installing onto these SLs. I'm removing that hydraulic fluid suspension and installing adjustable coilovers because it's more reliable. I just got off the phone with a customer from Iowa. He said that it's getting popular down there. People are talking about these SLs. Y'all talking about how old they are because they started producing these in 2002 all the way up until 2011, the R230. And people are loving these cars. Why? Because they're classic. They never go out of style. And they have more power than the average car. And it's a hardtop convertible. I mean, tell me another hardtop convertible that's liver, that looks as beautiful and as reliable and as powerful and as sexy as an SL. There's not many out there. And so it stands the test of time. These SLs are the most beautiful cars Mercedes ever produced. They are so reminiscent of their first SLs from way back in the day, from like the 50s or 60s. The curvatures, the design. These cars are absolutely beautiful. They never go out of style. You know, a lot of people are fans of the 129, the old school, the one before this. They're more boxy and square, more reminiscent of the 80s and early 90s. They faded those out in 2001, and then they produced the R230. Even those are classics, and even those people love. It's just what it is, y'all. Mercedes just never goes out of style. I mean, right here is a CL600. These never go out of style. Matter of fact, you don't even see these cars on the road. Now, you might say, well, you don't see them on the road because, no, don't even try to theorize or come up with some foolish scenario or reason. They didn't sell a lot of these because they were hard to get. They were expensive. Anytime you have a coupe version of an S-Class, they are very expensive. Now, this is a V12, twin turbo V12. So these were really expensive. But the suspensions fail on these cars, y'all. That's what I'm saying. The hydraulic fluid suspension was super, super high tech back in the day. That's ABC, active body control suspension. And that suspension was those were like the best cars on the road. And that's why they cost over $100,000. Now, bring that up to today's dollar value, it probably was closer to $200,000 if you were to buy the same cars today. And if you look at the newer Mercedes, well, first of all, they built these better than they make the newer Mercedes now. The new Mercedes had better technology, but the build quality was supreme due to, you know, just profit and costs and they you know, technological advances, whatever engineering, they've had to start spending less money and try to sell it for more money nowadays because of profit margins, greed, competition. They can't build Mercedes the way that they used to build them. They can't use the same materials that they used to use back then. They have to now use a lot of plastic instead of leather, a lot of vinyl, less wood than the wood that they were using back then, the chrome that they were using back then, the magnesium doors that they were using back then, the aluminum, the composites that they used back then are much more expensive now. So they have to now make them cheaper than they used to, than they used to make them back in the day. It's unfortunate because Mercedes quality has now come into question, and companies like Lexus and Toyota have now really taken over when it comes to quality and cost value, things of that nature. But it doesn't matter. Mercedes still is the best luxury car manufacturer that you see on the road when it comes to power, when it comes to luxury, when it comes to build quality. You might have Lexus, which makes a very high quality car, but let's keep it real. It is a Toyota, all right? It is a Toyota. It's a Toyota with a little bit of leather and maybe some wood. It's not a Mercedes. There is not a shared chassis with an S-Class, with an SL, with a E-Class, with a C-Class, with a CLA. It is built for a Mercedes car only. It's not shared with a lesser subsidiary of Mercedes like Lexus is. Lexus is a Toyota. These cars right here are phenomenal. They are very impressive. Not only is it a coupe, which is awesome, but it's pillarless, a pillarless coupe. All these go down, the windows go down, there's nothing in between. So they made this roof so that it will not collapse with a rollover if it were to crash. It's super sturdy. Is the build quality into the roof itself is unbelievable technological engineering and advancement that is not utilized in other vehicles. This is a very special car, the CL. The future CLs I can't really vouch for, like the C216. This is a C215. I used to have a 2008 CL550. That was a beautiful car too. So if you have those, man, you have one, you know? Those are nice cars too. But I'm focusing on what you see here right now. You see here SL55. This car right here is incredible. And so that's why they're becoming so popular again. Because people want more for their money. They know that if they buy a new SL, you're going to spend $150,000, $180,000. And I mean, at the end of the day, you have what's new, but it's a lot of money. And the average person does not have that much money to buy a car. They don't have that much money to buy a house. I mean, everything has gone up in price. The average home sale is like $300,000 or something like that. Back in the day, it used to be maybe 145, 160. Now it's double that. I mean, your dollar just doesn't go where it used to go. A loaf of bread costs eggs. I mean, come on, guys, just think about it, man. So people are trying to get the most for their money. And when it comes to buying a vehicle, if you buy anything new, I think the average new car sale price is like $45,000. That's too much. That's too much. So what do you want to do? You want to buy a used car that has stood the test of time, that's reliable. And so a lot of people do go with Toyota. A lot of people do go with Lexus. And when it comes to luxury vehicles, that European type, you're going to go with Mercedes. You're not going to go with Audi. Audi does not last that long. You don't see Audis from the 80s and 90s on the road. BMW, you rarely see BMWs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s on the road. You will see some every now and then, but guess what you do see a lot of? Mercedes. This part of town and many other parts of the world, you see old Mercedes on the road. So that explains it all right there. It's the reason why Mercedes are taxi cabs in Europe. In Africa, they drive Toyotas and they drive Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes is a luxury brand that is world known for its luxury and reliability. So it speaks for itself. Do your research if you don't believe me. But it's incredible how many people are interested in these adjustable coilover conversions for this Mercedes SL. And so I love it. And keep coming. If you need information on, you know, how, why, what, when, where, you know, you can buy whatever, I have all the information because I am Brandon Green. I am the leader at these Silvers Neomax coilover conversions. I know these Mercedes inside and out, these ABCs, systems, suspension systems, these R230s, I know them inside and out. If you don't believe me, check out my content. Go online, Google me, Google Gold Element Autoworks, watch my videos on YouTube, go to my Instagram, go to my TikTok. I have tons and tons of content. I'm a part of a lot of discussions and forums. I explain a lot, I show a lot. It's just what it is, man. I'm not bragging or boasting, but I'm just explaining where I stand regarding these adjustable coilover conversions. I highly recommend them. If you don't want to do them right now, it's okay. Enjoy your ABC. But when it fails and you get tired of spending money on them, let me know. I'm there to help you. Even if I don't do the coilover conversion, I can help you out, give you the information that you need. so that you can make that, move confidently. All right. But I got you. All right. So let me know. Talk to you later. Brandon Green, owner of Gold Element Autoworks. I'm tired. I'm out. I got work to do. Peace out.